Seen that oak?
Aren't you looking fine as hell? You brown sugar piece of candy.
You have a new movie that's come out this month called Mighty Oak. Tell me why this role was interesting for you.
The role was interesting outside of what my character is because Brookwell McNamara, Sean McNamara, and David Brookwell were the producers on That's So Raven. And they called me up and, you know, they always have their finger on the pulse of new talent, young talent.
You are working on new music, which I was very excited to hear.
If you don't like my hair, then I really don't care. I'm just doing what I saw in a magazine.
So the album you said is going to be called The Reintroduction. When did you start working on it?
I started working on it last year. You hear topics of my relationships, you hear topics of my anger or chip on the shoulder for the industry. I've been in the industry for 34 years. I'm gonna say 33.2 years, whatever. Yes, this is it. I mean, never in my musical career have I been so hands-on with the writing, and that's been very difficult for me because I was taught to keep your personal life separate from the industry. I remember when I was younger, someone was like, "You're a liability." And I'm like, I'm 15. You really just called me that? Like, that's not what you tell someone. But then I had to be like, oh yeah, let me just stay in a little box so I don't get in trouble to make sure that everybody else is making their money off of me. Cool beans, thanks. So I sit in that anger type world for this industry because it's been so many different things. I'm so over it. Like, I was taught that sexualness is supposed to be a little bit sly and overt, and I can't even dive my way into some industries because if I'm not naked, you're not gonna even look.
You grew up in this business, so in what ways did it kind of delay your own growth and development?
This industry, as long as I've been in it, will break you down, build you up, break you down, build you up. There's so many people that we've seen even recently, you're just like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. We sucked the life force out of you for our own entertainment, and we're not doing anything to help you now. And that's not fair because at the end of the day, I'm still a human.
You said at one point you even had an addiction to the industry. So what was that light bulb moment for you?
I went to therapy. She was like, you have so much trauma from this industry. And I said, you know what, I do. And it's not fair because there's so many people out here opening the doorways to so many subcultures, you know, whether it's size, whether it's sexuality, whether it's gender identity. And that's the new wave. That's the acceptance that I was waiting for when I was a kid. And now I'm 34 and everybody's being very acceptant, being very acceptive of arm fat and, you know, what color you are, or where, you know, it's like, okay, now everybody's accepting it. Let me try to accept myself. I was in retirement at that time. I had already come to terms with my sexuality. That's when I went on The View and started to express my views. Not everything went well. Some things did, some things didn't. I learned my opinion is my opinion, and that's what it is. I continue to do that, you know, slowly but surely. But writing, like I said, really helped. And it's looking in the mirror and saying you're not 15 anymore. The industry has changed and you have to deal with it.
Well, you have definitely stayed busy. You also got super married.
I mean, you know, we needed to smile. We were so ready to get married, and why wait for Corona? Corona's not waiting for us.
I was gonna say, was it always the plan to do it at this time, or were you just like, let's seize the day, we've got the time, let's do it?
It was seize the day. I told her, I was like, let's wait until after, and we went back and forth, and then finally we're like, let's just do it now. It's a perfect incubation time for our honeymoon because we can't leave each other. So we're building a very strong foundation. Even if we didn't do it during quarantine, we believe that marriage is between two people and that the ceremony and the party is for everybody else. You know what I mean? People like to be involved, and we got so many, why didn't you invite me? It's quarantine, you're in New York, calm down.
How is the newlywed phase during quarantine?
Just being married in general is already like a mind seizure type situation. So we're definitely learning how to live together, and in a good way, and learning about quarantining together. It's good though. We're happy. Things are strong and on the up and up, and we believe that our foundation is going to be stronger than most because of this time, because we are like, you know, just her and I. It's good.
Thank you, Raven.
Thank you.